All right. Hello, hello. Some of you got some new faces on here. Got some old faces on here. We did a call before this, so we're jamming out. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Keisha. I live in sunny San Diego. I'm a mom to two youngins, a year old and a 2.5-year-old. So life gets busy, and then two bonus kids who are 4 and 6. Thank God I have my ketones. Praise the Lord. But ketones for me have been a life-changing product. I personally had some fatigue, hormonal stuff going on prior to drinking them, just didn't feel myself. Since drinking ketones, I have a lot of energy, especially as a new mom. Sometimes people would be like, what were you craving during your pregnancy? I'm like, nothing. And I say ketones had a lot to do with that. But personally, I'm really excited about ketones to share this in a big way, especially with women that were like myself, or maybe they just feel kind of in a rut. You, Allie. That may feel in a rut. Maybe you're trying to lose some weight. Maybe you're trying to sleep better. Maybe you need focus, mental clarity, or just overall need to feel better. This product works. My background's in health and nutrition and ingredients. I've always had a passion to products that actually are clean, that don't have preservatives, colors, dyes, gluten, dairy. They're non-GMO, all the things. That's me. So I appreciate you guys jumping on. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, who invited you to this call. Like I said, I'm in San Diego. Stephanie, where are you?
I'm in Oregon, on the Oregon coast.
Oh, well, I see you this weekend?
Yes, we're driving up.
Oh,
It's only 4 hours away, so we are coming.
If you guys are in Washington or want to make a trip to good old Washington, let us know. We're doing a little keto life party there. Massachusetts. Oh yeah, there's my Mass girls. All right. So it started with the product prior to drinking the ketones. Like I said, I was super skeptical, thought it sounded too good to be true. And then I had to try it for myself, and actually worked. Within day 5. I was like, whoa, what is this stuff? I want to share this with every woman I know. How many of you guys have friends that talk about how much weight they want to lose, or how crappy they feel, or digestive issues, especially us women? I swear that's all we ever talk about. Not anymore, right? All we ever talk about. And so I decided to lock arms with some of my girlfriends and share this in a big way. So this call is going to be just talking about sharing ketones and how we've been able to help thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and also make some extra money along the way. So I have two of my really good friends on here that I've asked to speak, to kind of share their story. They're pretty brand new, I would say, still, but I've just watched their life be transformed, not just with the product, but with the business side too. And I'm going to see Lori. Where is she? Lori, are you on here?
I am.
Lori's tuning in from Massachusetts. Lori,
Yeah.
what is up, chica?
I'm not happy with you and your palm trees. So
I mean, I can send some your way.
please. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I see a few familiar faces. And I love sharing my story. And I know it's impacted quite a few others. So there's a bunch of us on here, and I'm sure there's a lot of moms, which is where my story started. Is I was in the darkest place, and I feel like a lot of these stories sound it. And I didn't really communicate a lot of this because no one likes to say they're going through shit when they're going through shit. So I was in a really crappy place. My friend Christina, I kind of was watching her from afar post about this liquid gold, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. But I was like, I can't do the keto diet. I have no energy. I can't even get out of bed, and I have a 2 and a 4-year-old. And I was miserable, and I really didn't know what to do. And the part that was really kind of the breaking point was my poor 4-year-old was running and knocked something over. And it was like the wrath of me coming out, and I felt horrible. I was screaming at him, how could you do this? And he was crying and hyperventilating. And that was the worst mom guilt I think I've ever had. And I'm like, this is not me. Like, why? I have no patience. I don't know what's going on. I'm in such a funk. And I felt horrible. So I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I called Christine. I'm like, let me try your magic mama juice, because this mama needs some magic in her life right now. And I was very, very skeptical because I have tried a lot of different things. And so when I tried it, I knew for me after the first one, like I had the energy, the mood, that was the biggest thing for me. And I didn't really figure out the impact until a couple days later. Something else happened. He spilled a whole box of Cocoa Puffs on the ground. And I was like, all right, buddy, it's okay. We'll pick it up. And I kind of stopped myself. I'm like, who am I? How did it just, I could see changes internally and my family could, but that's when I call Christine and I'm like, all right, I need more. How do I get these in my life? I don't want to be without this. Something fell in my house. So that's what I started noticing was my mood changed, my energy levels. I accidentally was doing this fast as well. It was like 2:00 and I'm like, holy crap, I didn't eat yet. So once I started feeling this way, I started talking about how great I felt and how I wanted them, and I knew I could get them for free. So I, told a couple of my friends, they were interested. So then I started getting them for free. I'm like, well, if I'm getting them for free, what's kind of the next step? And I could help so many more people and make money and free ketones. So I just started December 18th, but a little over 2 months ago. And I was just looking, and I have 105 friends and family drinking these things with me. And it's kind of crazy because I have 2 full-time businesses. I do not have time. I have 2 toddlers. I run an insurance business. I have a boutique. I do a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats. And I was hesitant to even say yes because I'm like, what's it going to cost me? How much work is it? How much time? And I don't know if it was Jody or someone's like, it's like a bathroom job. Like you literally can do it in the pockets of your day, where I'm hiding from my kids in the bathroom to get a 5-minute break. And I'm, connecting people to Christina, because a lot of this, I came to find out it was not time consuming. And the bigger impact was all the messages I was getting. I think I saw Megan on here, who's a friend of mine, who saw me posting about my magic drink that was making all my days better. And so she reached out. So I wasn't out there trying to sell or trying to do things, and it just started happening. And once people started drinking these things, they spoke for themselves. And I'm just so grateful that I started. And then when I came into it, it's just, I got more than the free ketones or more than an extra paycheck. You have a full community and team. And that's what really is a huge thing for me. There's such great people on our team that, unfortunately you guys are stuck with me and I'm not going anywhere. But that's my story. I mean, I started as a skeptical, down in the dumps mom, and here I am feeling like $1 million, down 22 inches, have a ton of new friends, a lot of fun, and a lot of good changes in my life.
No, seriously, I think one of the things that you said is like, sorry, you're stuck with me. Like the community aspect of what Pruvit is all about has been mind blowing for me as well. Just because I guess not any time in my life I ever felt like people were striving for better, like-minded or positive, and we finally get to choose who we work with, right? And have that around us. And I think especially more than ever during these tough times in the world, we need that. We need positivity. We need people that are looking for better and striving for better. So that was an amazing share. And it's been cool just to see your progress and the person you're becoming, Lori, because I know you didn't want to do a business and it kind of just landed in your lap. You have your hands full. But kind of same thing that happened to me as well. So I appreciate you sharing. That's awesome. Who is the next share? Colleen, are you on? And I have my good friend Colleen share as well. Colleen also is from Massachusetts, and I've been able to kind of see her journey unfold and kind of since the day she joined and drank the product. If you're there, let me know.
I'm here. Hi.
Oh, hey.
How's it going?
Good.
It was like 45 degrees here today, so it was like beach weather, which was fantastic.
That's cold for me.
So my story, my girlfriend Christina, who I've been friends with for 1 million years, was posting about ketones. I actually tried them a couple years ago when I was doing keto. I had a girlfriend who I was friends with, showed me ketones and was like, here, try them. So I tried them. She kind of didn't tell me how to take them or use them. And she was just like, here's 5 And that was it. That's all she said. So I tried them. I was like, oh, these are good. But I just took them like once every random few days. And I was like, I don't know what's going on with these, but whatever. So I lost a bunch of weight on keto. Slowly over the last couple of years, I gained it pretty much all back. So Christina was very interested in keto. So I was helping her through that. And she was like, okay, so I'm starting these. Like keto is kind of hard. So I'm going to kind of eat lower carb, but I'm going to start these things. I'm like, okay, let me know how it goes. So she started them and I was like, all right, well, I want to jump on this bandwagon too. So day 5 is when I was like, it's pouring rain and I have a ton of energy and I feel fantastic. And that's like rain, like does this thing with me. Like I like just want to curl up in a ball and like be under the covers. And I was like, I feel great. I feel fantastic. I need more. So she's like, okay. So then I ordered and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. Like I'm going to have a gap. So I'm at her house, like getting some to hold me over. And I was like, okay, like this is a thing. So once I ordered again, I signed up to be a promoter and I've just loved everything about this product. I have a bunch of family and friends drinking it. I've met a bunch of amazing people. I love them. I drink them twice a day, sometimes 3. I put my new Nat Light sometimes as my nighttime cap off. But it's my kids are drinking them. I stopped taking some certain medicines because I feel better about myself. But other than that, like I've lost inches and pounds. I have energy. I have a better mood. People like me around the house a little bit more than they did before ketones. And it's just been a success story. My boyfriend has lost 38 pounds since the end of October. Men suck. They tend to lose weight so much better than we do. But that's pretty much it. That's my story.
What about the business side of it? How's that been for you?
It's been great. I've hit my bonuses every month. I have a great team. I have some close friends on here. Carrie and Christina and Ashley are my girls, and they're super sweet and they're rocking it and they're doing great. And I have a great team, and Christina is my guidance, and I go to her almost every day and I absolutely adore her. But we're doing great and I love this business and I love the bonuses. I love the product. I stand behind the product and I try to tell as many people as I possibly can about it. I wear my, gear. I have it on my car. I just, I try to promote as best as I can, but the business side is pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Do you have to be an expert?
Absolutely not. I was a bartender before this. I'm in nursing school. So I didn't own a business. I wasn't in sales. I mean, being a bartender, you kind of sell food and stuff and drinks, but I wasn't in MLM really before this. So it's pretty much just share your story, tell them about the product, have them taste the product, and the product sells itself, and just be supportive and bring them into the community is the biggest part of this. Like having the Pruvit community and having everybody be as close as we are is number 1.
No, I love what you just said because, I know so many people get nervous, right? Coming into this, like, do I have to know the science? Do I have to know how to talk about the comp plan or how I make money or all the things? And it can get overwhelming. The great thing about this is you don't. And we have the systems in the community to help you. And that's one thing that I can say has helped people like Colleen and Lori and Christina and Tony is the systems and the community and the support that you have. Sometimes we support too much and people are like, what do these people want from me? I promise. But this is a very team approach business. And so you're never thrown on the wolves trying to like figure it out on your own. And sometimes when, you share a product or a service, like you have to be educated, right, to know it, and you go through training. Well, your training is our system, which is ACE, attract people in, connect them to our community, whoever you're working with, and we enroll them as together as a team based off of the education and value that we provide to them. So that was an awesome share. And I appreciate you saying that, because it does, I can relate, because I was super scared and nervous of failing and what people would think of me when I joined too, believe it or not. And now I'm just like, go for it, because I know I've seen what it has done. And just watching you and Lori's story unfold for me is why I do what I do, right? Like, this business is way more than just selling ketones. It's truly watching someone's life change when they don't even know it's changing, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, or financially. And so we get to choose for this to be our business and help other people along the way. So thank you, Colleen. That was awesome. One of the things that I like about our product right now, more than any product that's out there, is we are the only bioavailable ketones in the market. And so this business is hot. In the last call that I did, as we talked about, like, keto being the number one search word on Google, and one of the number one recommended diets right now. So we're leading a market that's really untapped, because people still don't know what this is. So some companies, I mean, you've heard it before, the leggings, my man always goes, eyelashes. The eyelashes, the oils, like it's hard. It's a competitive market where this isn't. And so even 3.5 years doing this, I still meet people on a daily that want this stuff, that fall in love with this stuff. I'm sorry. There you go, Colleen. I was echoing from you. And so it's been super fun to kind of share it and get involved with everybody that's doing it. What else? Any questions so far? Is there any questions I missed, Stephanie, in the chat? You guys did an awesome job sharing, seriously. It truly means a lot when you guys share. Okay, well, we'll go into kind of what it looks like as a promoter. We don't have any requirements or quotas or minimums every month. What we do have to get started is a $49 annual fee. And then that gets you your links to kind of refer to people. That's what gets you your payouts and commissions. And then we have 2 brand builder packs, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now so you guys can take a look. Oh, good. I was like, please don't see all my 50 tabs. How many of you guys have like 50 tabs open all the time? That's me. So here we have, let's see. So these are the 2 brand builder packs. We have a mini pack that comes with 5 boxes. It gives you the breakdown of what's in that. And then we have the brand builder pack max. And really the difference between the 2 is the smaller amounts. And then one of the main difference between the 2, and very financial perk or incentive for the 2, is the brand builder pack max. If you get that pack coming in, what that gets you is 30 days of double direct bonuses or commissions off of any new promoters that sign up. So for instance, Janet, if you have 2 promoters that come in, they get a mini pack or a max pack, you get double commission off of that. So when I first got started, I was like, gosh, I got to share the product, but also the business side, because I wanted to do this with my friends and I wanted to build this business with my friends. So I was sharing the business side right away. It also gets you a rank 5 pass for a whole year. What that means is you're going to be paid as a rank 5, even though everyone's a rank 1 starting off. So basically it's just more money for you to kind of benefit on the first year. So Pruvit gives you an opportunity in your first year of business to make money as a rank 5 would. So most people come with that. And it also gives you the trials. So the trials are a great way to get people to try it before they buy it. So of course you'll have, am I frozen? No. Okay. Of course, you'll have people that want to try it first before they buy it. You might have people that go straight direct to your link and buy it before they even want to trial. And you want both. So I launched my whole business off trials. I think I got 3 big max packs. And at the time they were $1,300 that I didn't have. So I actually got creative. I put on a credit card and I just trusted Jody, like, hopefully I'll be able to pay this back. And she's like, I promise, like, you're going to sell out. Here's a couple things that you could say or post on social media. So we'll help you guys with that. As long as you're open for that feedback and coaching, we'll literally walk you through those steps of what to post, what to text somebody, and what to say, which will get the curiosity started for somebody to be like, well, what is it? How does it work? And then you follow that ACE method, which is attract, which is the post, connect to the person you're working with, and enroll them as a trial customer, a customer or a promoter, depending on what it is they want. And you guys can screenshot this if you need to, but, or the person that invited you to the call can send it and you can see it. But again, there's no quotas. Some companies make you buy this every single month and you have to buy it in order to get commissions and payouts. We don't do that. So typically what I do is I'll buy product as I need it. And right now, Pruvit has also virtual trials. So you can actually buy virtual trials that Pruvit will ship out for you as well. But I always say when you're brand new to get started, get that max pack, have trials in your hand. I carry them everywhere, in my Tesla, in my purse. Like I mean, we're going to Washington this weekend. You bet for sure I'm going to have the conversation with the flight attendants, the people I'm sitting next to, and I wear my swag. So that's another way, if you guys are going to start this business, wear like a hat that says drink ketones or one of our shirts that says ketones, because it's a great conversation starter without, you feeling like you're bombarding or like selling somebody into it. Any questions so far? Is this good information? Yeah, helpful. How many of you, I guess, post in the comments, how many of you is this first time hearing about ketones and the business opportunity? So question was, does this put the brand builder pack on SmartShip, meaning you will get the same thing? No. So the SmartShip is like a box or two outside of the brand builder pack. So when I sign up a new promoter, I always walk them through, make sure you get the max pack, put one box on SmartShip. So that will be the first thing challenge that will help do is get that product for free for them. Whether, it's key lime or raspberry lemonade, if they can. Sometimes people, have this resistance to spending that kind of money because they're nervous, right? Or they are scared it's not going to work or all the things. So I personally, before I even took a sip of my product, posted on Facebook just to see what people would say. And I said, and write this down because this was I still use this same question. I literally I said on Facebook, hey friends, I'm curious, what does everyone know about ketones and ketosis? And I had 80 comments about the diet. Don't do it, ketoacidosis, keto fluid. But then I had positive ones that were like, oh, it's awesome. I lost 100 pounds. You should do it. And it gave me people to reach out to for when, if I did like the product, right, I could reach out to them and say, hey, I saw your comment on my post about ketosis. Have you been in ketosis before? Have you done the diet? And it gave me a great conversation starter. Janet just became a promoter. Welcome. Yay. I think, one thing that I can encourage you guys to do is when you start something like this is lean heavily on your team. Sometimes I think when new promoters start, they want to do it themselves. And it's really hard to do it yourself, especially when you're still being trained, right? And the way to get equipped with all the education or just feeling confident about our product or even how this business works is putting new people, whether they're interested people in the product or interested people in the business, in front of the person that's working with you on your team. Does that make sense? So when someone, actually I did it with Jody today, had a girl that got me on TikTok, found me on TikTok from a video I did and said, hey, I saw your video. I'd love to know more about this stuff. And I was like, well, what do you know about ketones and ketosis? And I sent my little campfire video. I let the video explain the science, even though I could worm vomit the science on her. The one thing we want to really make sure that happens is we duplicate this system, right? So the less you say, the better, and it will duplicate and replicate. So long story short, I literally teed it off to Jody, and I said, hey, I'm about to head into an appointment right now, but I'm going to connect you to my friend Jody. She's who introduced it to me. She'd be happy to answer any of your questions you have, and hopefully share her experience. And I'll chime back in later or something. So that I connected them via Facebook chat. Hey, Jody, meet my friend Leanne. She found me on TikTok. She's interested in ketones and ketosis. Do you mind sharing your story and also help answering her questions? Do you see what I did? Like, I've been doing this 3.5 years, so I could obviously answer her questions and be that expert, but I'm trying to teach her that she doesn't have to be that expert and know it all when she gets started. Does that make sense? So that connect step is so important. And whether it's through your enroller or even like a resource of Pruvit, we have an army of stuff that you guys can use to help validate what it is you're doing. So you don't feel like you're word vomiting and selling. You're sharing your experience, and you're sharing other people's experience along the way. So if you're brand new and one of your friends are like, are you making money yet? You're like, no, I just got started, but you got to meet my friend Keisha. She's been doing this longer than me, does this full time. It brought her home. She's making money, and borrow people's experiences and stories while yours is being built. And that is the best advice I can give you guys, because sometimes I find when I'm coaching new promoters in our business that they feel like they have to financially be making a ton of money to be successful here. It's actually the opposite, because I feel like people, since I've been doing this, are more motivated by helping people and belonging to something than they are the money. The money will come by the amount of people you help and the amount of people you share this with. Does that make sense? So when Michael asked me, are you money motivated? I said, no, but I'm motivated by helping people. And if this actually helps people, I'll share it with all my girlfriends. So I wasn't in it for the money or the transaction or the bonus monies. I was in it to truly help people, right? And so people can feel your heart rather than the transaction mindset. Is that helpful? Cool. Awesome. Okay, good. I'm glad. So sometimes, and Karen said, I understand the ACE process much more now. Sometimes you might have to hear it from different people in the community to, oh yeah, that's what Jody's been telling me for the last 5 months. Or, oh yeah, that's what Keisha's been telling me for the last 7 months. That's why these calls are very important. So if you are a brand new promoter or somebody that wants to come in and promote, I highly recommend stay plugged in, get on the team calls. There's a app called the Pruvit Pulse app. So if you're brand new, haven't downloaded it, download it. You're a customer, you can download it. That has all our new flavors. It has our calls. It has our sales. It has all the things there. It's basically your heartbeat of your business. This is great. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys are still on here. Cool, cool. Jody, am I missing anything? Just want to make sure I didn't. Yeah, when you guys do sell the promoter pack too, because it's 40% off, I sell my samples 5 for $35 and 10 for $70. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you sell them for, but I sell them at that, you profit like $400. So you also profit on that. So as long as you're going out there sharing it and actively getting it in front of people and following the ACE method, you'll sell that product no problem, right? So that will be, that's a good perk, I guess, or tip for me. And then, like I said, you just buy it as you go. What else? And then we have a go challenge period, the first 30 days, which is pretty powerful. It's bonus money on top of your commission. So it's all based off the amount of people that you help and share this with. Oh, cool. Welcome, Julie. Just everyone say welcome to Julie. She's a new promoter. Janet's a new promoter. Yeah, this call is every single week. So as you guys are having conversations with people interested in the business opportunity, or if you're a new promoter, jump on here. Like seriously, it's very valuable. Every time I do a call, I've been doing this 3.5 years, I learned something new. There's a lot to say about that. And sometimes your brain doesn't process it certain days than others, right? Kids in the background yelling, screaming, but well, I appreciate you guys. We'll make this call to an end. It's 6:30, so we did great. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out to the person that invited you to this call. But I think ultimately, like what I really hope and want for you guys, this is what you think it is. It changed my life around. I was living paycheck to paycheck, had credit card debt off the yin yang, had school loans. And when Michael told me that this was going to be an easy conversation, and if I did what he told me to do, it would work, it did. And then I was always scared of money because money growing up was like a bad thing. I didn't learn that till later. But then when I started making money and paying off debt and school loans, it took this burden off of my shoulder. I would say that more now, so people are so stressed out with money because they're trying to figure out how to survive, right? Financially, whether it's food or the rent or life in general, they need this opportunity. And we have an opportunity to share this with them in a big way. And you get to leverage the team and the experts or team above you that have all been doing this longer than you and borrow their belief and their certainty and their experience while yours is being built along the way. Every time you walk in here, I have to tell you to say hi. How many of you know Michael?
What is this?
It's a biz app call.
What's up? What are y'all doing?
Hey, if this guy can do this business, every single one of you can do
What's
this
that
business.
supposed to You gotta see how many alerts she's got on her laptop later.
So Michael's my fiance. For those of you that don't know, he helped launch Pruvit. He was the first guinea pig to really try the product, lost 55 pounds. Whatever he told me to do, I just did. So if that gives you any tips or advice, care more about helping people than what they think of you. And what would you say?
Have fun.
Have fun.
Nice to see you guys. What's up, Lori Martinez? How are you?
Tony said hi, Lori.
What's up, Tony? The look, it's pretty simple. It's not that hard. We had a lady, she goes, okay, so I put a post on my Facebook. People are interested. What do I do? I'm like, well, what are they saying? And they said, I'm tired. I want to try some. And then somebody else said, I'm chubby. I want to try some. And then somebody else said, I've been grouchy. I've been yelling at my kids. I hate quarantine. How do I try some? And I'm like, it's the same thing. Every one of those people are curious. Just connect them with somebody that can answer their questions and say, look, I'm new and learning. I'm going to add a friend of mine into the chat so she can answer your questions. I'm going to take notes and let's have some fun. BB said, that's fine. Don't speak to me. I don't see you.
Brandon.
Where? Oh, there he is. There's like 25 names right here. But what's up, homie? So so I just said, just connect them one by one by one by one, and you never know what they're going to want to do with it. Some might want to drink it and pay full price. Some might want to drink it discounted. Some might want it free. Some might want to make some extra money, and some of them might want to change careers and make six figures doing the keto business from their house, adventuring with their kids. I don't know. I don't know who wants to do what. So some of you went to church and became a pastor. Some of you went to church, left, and sinned your face off. Look, I don't know it's not my job to care who's going to do what. You just invite them in. And Shauna thinks that's funny. I appreciate you laughing. You know, some people just go to church occasionally. Some of you go on Christmas. Some of you are the lead singer in the worship band. I don't know, you know, I don't know what the difference of who's who is. That's none of our business. Our business is to invite people into the conversation. That's right, Amber Horn. Invite people into the conversation and just work with the ones that want to do something with it. Support everybody and commit to the ones that want to do this. And, you know, I think you'd be surprised. We have a guy I was on the phone with earlier today who was so apprehensive to this that he just kicked and screamed the whole way. And then finally was like, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I at least want to try it. And then boom, he does the 10-day challenge, loses like 8 or 10 pounds, feels amazing, is happy as a clam, sleeping through the night, just like all of us. It lit him up. And then I said, now just be authentic and tell your followers and your friends and the people that know you what was real for you. And don't skip the closed-minded butthead part. You got to lead with the part of you were closed-minded, you weren't even nice, kind of was a jerk. And then finally, because I challenged him and called him out, he's like, all right, fine, I'll try it. And then boom, everything switched. So now he's got this infinite wisdom to share with people that, look, I get it. I was skeptical. I was closed-minded. I didn't think it was going to work. I told him to make a TikTok video with egg all over his face and say, this is me with egg on my face, because he just didn't think it would work. It did work. Now all he has to do is go pass that on to other people and sign up the ambitious ones, you know, and work with as promoters, the ones that want to go help other people. So have some fun. Let's go.
Well, that's a wrap.
And it's date night, so wrap this thing up.
It is day night. All right, you guys, have a good night, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week. And like I said, if you're on this call, just reach out to the person that invited you and let them know you're ready to rock it. And I'm excited to welcome you into our family and our home. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.